Hello again, I am Blunty, and yes, I'm huffing and puffing, and I'm sweating buckets because it is 30 friggin' very humid degrees in Sydney today for you American types dealing with the ancient system of Fahrenheit. That is about 87 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm in VR, which is never the most pleasant thing to do in the heat anyway, but I'm doing this for you because some of you might want to know how the brand new AMD RX 5600X does in VR. It is designed to do 1080p gaming at the best possible 1080p gaming. In my review that I published yesterday, I proved that it delivers on that claim. And the fact is, any card that does, high-end 1080p should be capable of VR as well. Maybe not top-end VR, but certainly very, very capable of VR. Like, for example, the 1060 before it. Beautiful 1080p card, did VR really quite well. So, that's what we're testing today. And of course, we have to kick off with the Beat Saber because it is everybody's favourite VR title. If not VR rhythm title, then VR title at all. It's a brilliant game. It's so much fun. It's so intuitive. It's brilliant to demo for people new to VR because it's so intuitive to play. You just pick it up and they get it. There's no learning curve at all. You just have fun. And it is really well executed. And you can see at the bottom of the screen there, I've got a little performance graph there. That's something you can bring up in Steam, is Steam's native options. So you can just keep an eye on that. And if you see, like that little spike there, if you see a green at the top of the graph, that means we're maxing out the GPU. So as long as we're below that, and you got to remember I'm recording on the same machine as well. I've got OBS going, recording this as well. So that put a little bit extra strain on the machine. But let's see, dollar bills. And expert, here we go. Oh, you ready to hear some panting through the mic? Oh, I haven't played this one in ages. I should have practiced this one. Or at least put it on normal. Yeah. Like riding a bike. Oh, I screwed it up. Son of a bitch, I'm out of practice. Okay, it's worth noting the settings have been turned down slightly from my default, bringing the rendering scale down to 1. That's normally 1.8. I tested it as 1.8, had a few lag spikes while I was recording. Without recording, it did okay, but it's much, much, much more consistent at a 1.8 rendering scale and ADSing down to 4 instead of 8, which is what I'm usually at. So, step 1 of VR testing complete. Beat Saber, easy. Alright, I haven't actually tested No Man's Sky without OBS running in the background, but if it can do it with this running in the background, it can do it fine. So we're going to start here right off. So let's pop in, here we go. Okay, give it a sec to load. Always takes a moment to load this in. We're in our base here. Yeah, okay, so I'm seeing, am I pointing the right way? Am I gesturing the right way for that graph? We're kind of maxed out here, so let's see if there's something we can do about that. There we go, red enhanced. So let's go down to just standard, anti-aliasing off, GTO off, anisotropic. Okay. Already feels like it's running a bit smoother just through those menus. That felt a bit more responsive for a start. Hopefully that bodes well for the game. I'll be back in a minute after we get through the 7-minute long loading sequence this game always has to go through. You can sit here and watch the stars go by, but I think a jump cut is in order. Pow! And here we go. Give it a sec to load up. Oh, it's janky. Oh, steady. Alright, this is much better. I'm still getting some weird edge issues where it's not quite tracking fast enough. I can see it. I can see the edges of the screen at the edges of the screen when I turn. But, no. We're not quite maxing out a GPU, but there's another bottleneck we're facing here. Might be the CPU. So what I might try and do is, I don't know, let's try a vehicle. Whoop. Almost forgot how VR controls work. Okay. Oh, this is disorientating. I forgot how weird this is. Oh. And it's not performing well. Expert parking job. How do we get out again? I forgot how I get out. Oh, here we go. I've got a immersive. What the? This game is so janky in VR. This is why I don't play in VR. It would be such a fun game in VR if it only worked properly. But no, I'm going to have to call this not playable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop OBS recording, try it again, and come back and report to you. So, so that's a no. It did work better without OBS running in the background, but it still wasn't what I would call playable for this game. I did actually test this game on the RX 5600 XT for the review, but I didn't include that footage in the review because one of the recordings for one of the graphics cards I was testing against screwed up, so it was it was inconsistent with the rest of the way I was presenting the review. But good news is this game does run okay in sort of average settings at 1080p, even though the game is a complete pig. But yeah, VR experience, if you want to have a look at your base, have a look around, sort of experience it, fine. Actually playing the game when you're in battle, when you're trying to do stuff and craft, I don't know about that. I'm less convinced. Let's try something else. Okay, we're in VR chat. I've accidentally logged in with my Steam ID instead of my VR chat ID, which means I don't have my actual regular avatar. I'm in some sort of default avatar here at the moment, which is throwing me off. I'm not used to seeing myself like this. My hands are weird. But at least here in the little hub room, things seem to be progressing. There was a little hitch there, but VR chat sort of loads in the background and it hitches like that from time to time. But as far as the GPU performance, as you can see in the graph down below there, you're not seeing any green pigs. So we're well below. Oh, look, there I am. we should get ourselves an avatar of some kind. How about there we go. I'm a little no. I'm gonna have to go anime avatar. Come on. There we go. I mean, it's got the grey hair. It's identical to me. Perfect avatar. It's got my nice long legs too. Right, we should find a proper room. Sky camp. There we go. Wait, no. Oh, screw it. We'll just go to the Great Pug. I don't mind telling you, the inside of my VR mask is absorbing all the sweat. I can feel the sweat rolling down the sides of my eyes and just pooling into the foam at the bottom of my headset here. It's it's going to be unpleasantly moist when I take this thing off. All right, Great Pug. Absolute typical environment for VR chat. Usually got lots of people and lots of avatars in it, so this should be a fairly representative test. And yep, my mic's muted, so all the people aren't going to hear me waffling to you guys. All right, let's give it a sec to load. Alright, we're seeing a little bit of hitching in here and there, but that's actually pretty normal for VR chat. It's not the most smooth running game in the world, but well, this room's unusually empty. There's usually a bunch of people up here. Where'd they all go? But yeah, as you can see, we're moving through environment nice and easy. I can't interact with that. This place used to be full of stuff I can pick up. Here we go. Nope, can't pick that up. Where's all the stuff gone? There used to be a bunch of stuff down there. Who's been taking all the stuff from my VR rooms? How rude. Oh. There we go. So I think we can call this passable. VR chat is never a smooth experience at the best of times. I've run this on all kinds of graphics cards and always hitches and stuff when it loads up. It's just that it doesn't stream very well. Where's all the people here? This is weird. Why is the Great Pug so empty today? Have people abandoned VR chat for something else? It's been a while since I've done any social VR stuff. Is there a better option out there? Either way, I'm well below saturating the GPU while running this, so I think we can call this a perfect success. Well, not perfect success, but successful enough. A little bit of Dukes of Nukem, how about that?
Choose your weapons. Portable medkit.
I think the point has been made. It runs this perfectly fine. How about yet another classic VR demo game that has been around for ages? Is just one of those perfectly intuitive VR games that is easy to demo. So, let's go straight into it. So, I think that's conclusive enough proof that this will, can, and does do VR. Where's my camera? I'm all desiccated. I'm over there. So yeah, can, will, does do VR. Does it really quite well in most circumstances. It's not the most ideal card you could put in your machine for VR, but if you're buying one of these for 1080p gaming and you also want the option of reaching into VR either immediately or soon into the future, because there's lots of compelling VR options out at the moment and only more are going to come, this will do that for you. You're not going to be left in the cold when it comes to VR. You will be a little bit limited on some stuff. You may have to turn some settings down, do a little bit more tweaking to get things running nice and smooth. But by and large, everything I've tested, and I did test a few more things that I didn't actually necessarily record here, but everything I tested runs fine. It doesn't run as well as it does on my Vega 56, which is what I usually run in this machine, or indeed the 5700, which I've also had in this VR machine as well. But yeah, perfectly serviceable for VR. So say thank you, Blunty, because I am Blunty. Thanks for watching. I've thrown off my outro. Thanks for watching. I am Blunty, and we'll catch you next time. Just on the off chance, if you think I was exaggerating about how hot and how exhausting it is doing that much VR on a day, a 30-degree day in 86% humidity. Look at my face. Look at my hair. It's drenched. My hair is wet from sweat. This is the sacrifice I make for you people to keep you informed and educated about your buying choices. Click the bell. Look how hard I work for you. Click the friggin' bell, please. Please. Subscribe, click the bell. My statistics say a tiny percentage of you actually bothered to do that. Why? Why? Just click it, please. Look how hard I work. Oh, life-giving water.